A person's talent profile, their cooperation profile, and the way they deal with material resources make up page 4 of the Genius Report. Read from bottom to top, the talent profile specifies the 6 steps of every value creation process. The first step is about analysing, exploring, and researching. In short, about creating the basics. It's also a matter of establishing the resources available as well as of procuring resources. In the second step, something is being developed on the basis of the previous analysis and the resources available. For instance, a product or a service. It's created, formed, improved, and brought to perfection. In the third step, we get down to action and focus on realization and implementation. For example, manufacturing a product or rendering a service. In the fourth step, we sell what has been created and produced. This is about attending to customers and providing services and advice in face-to-face contacts. Step 5 deals with market penetration. Here's where expansion, marketing and advertising take place and smooth distribution processes are provided for. Step 6 is no longer about the value creation process itself. Here we question the purpose of our actions, which eventually changes or transforms them. Humanitarian aspects, as well as caring for people and their development, play an important role. Every one of us has a major talent to which we pay particular attention. For example, a manager with this profile will always fulfill their job with a special focus on solid customer relationships. This manager, on the other hand, will think and act with a focus on product and push the development of new products. This means that every person fulfills their tasks by drawing from their individual talent profile and by setting a certain focus of their own. Similar to the talent profile, every individual has a particular cooperation profile. Of course, everyone can work in any mode, but it is helpful to know which form of cooperation suits you best. Explanatory notes on the most beneficial cooperation mode are shown underneath the respective chart. The next chart shows the prosperity profile. That's to say, how a person prefers to deal with material resources. The Genius Report distinguishes between 6 different possibilities. Let's start with solid existential. In this mode, people will rest easier if they don't have debts, and they'll only spend money on things they can actually afford. Someone with high scores in this aspect will always seek to have a solid material basis in life. They'll strive to secure their livelihood, have funds for a rainy day, and always keep an overview of their income and expenses. The second aspect, steering, influential, comes along with the talent to steer the resources of others skillfully and influence the way material means are being applied. If you make use of this talent, your own material needs will be met as well, as your skills are valuable for others and will therefore be rewarded. In this case, it's not about your own material possessions, but your steering influence on the material success of others, from which you will benefit in return. In the style of an old proverb, the motto of the third mode could go like this: throw your money out of the window and it will come back in through the door. Investing enjoying means that it is wise not to keep or hoard resources, but to spend them. Of course, we're not talking about wasting resources, but investing them skillfully and as profitably as possible. This goes hand in hand with a certain willingness to take risks. After all, every investment is also a venture. People who have this as a key aspect are usually good at assessing chances and risks. And when they consider it appropriate, these individuals also know how to treat themselves to something good and simply enjoy the fruits of their investments. The fourth aspect is also about letting material resources flow. Charitable sharing means that a person has the need and the gift to care for others who may have less than oneself. If this is a key aspect, one's own prosperity will increase by generously sharing one's resources with others. Accumulation increasing, by contrast, describes the Scrooge McDuck principle. Someone with a strong emphasis on this aspect will benefit from accumulating sufficient reserves while keeping expenses as low as possible. Needless to say that a well-stocked money bin comes with power and consequently responsibility. Things look completely different with people who wish to be independent from material resources. They have a strong desire for freedom and will rather choose an independent lifestyle instead of tying themselves to material possessions. They'll hardly be motivated by material profit, as they prefer self-fulfillment to material security. And by the way, one can find very rich people in each prosperity mode. This profile does not say anything about how much money you're likely to have, but how you should preferably deal with it.